It's a comfortable, predictable path to ruin. The second is anchor bias. This is when you fixate on the very first price you saw for an asset. Let's say you first looked at Bitcoin when it was $20,000. It doesn't matter if the fundamental value has shifted dramatically, your brain anchors to that $20,000. You refuse to buy it now at $60,000 because you think, that's too expensive. I remember when it was $20,000. Or if you bought it at $60,000 and it drops to $40,000, you refuse to sell because you're anchored to the higher price.
That's a powerful insight. You're essentially fighting the market with outdated information because of a mental shortcut. The takeaway here is to formalize our hypothesis before we ever execute the trade.
Absolutely. I have an actionable tip for everyone listening. Before you hit buy or sell, write down a simple sentence in your journal. My hypothesis is X. If Y occurs, my stop loss activation, my hypothesis is wrong. And I accept it without drama. That simple act forces a moment of cold, rational acceptance.
The emotional bulletproof vest, the trading plan. This brings us to the practical solution, the trading plan. The document describes it as the emotional bulletproof vest. How do we build one that's truly panic-proof?
It's not about meditation or positive thinking. It's about a trading plan so robust and so respected that it leaves zero room for emotional improvisation. Who would trust a pilot who decides the altitude and destination mid-flight? Nobody. You are the pilot of your capital, and you must have your route defined before you turn on the engines. This is the foundation of your experience.
And a huge component of that foundational work is backtesting. This is applying your strategy to historical data.
Backtesting is critical because it gives you something far more valuable than a guarantee of future gains. It gives you statistical knowledge. When you know that your strategy over 100 past trades has a 60% success rate and a 1-to-2 risk-reward ratio, the individual loss stops being a traumatic, terrifying event. It becomes a simple, expected data point in a long series.
You remove the emotion by introducing statistical certainty.
Precisely. If you know that out of every 10 trades, 4 are expected losses, when a loss hits, you don't panic. You just check one of the boxes. That cold mathematical perspective instantly eliminates a massive amount of anxiety.
Let's get to the true heart of the bulletproof vest, risk management. This is where the rubber meets the road. What's the golden rule here?